Hey everyone, I wish to thank Daniela, for offering me this beautiful space to do some interviews. And I wish for you to look at her beautiful creation that she painted when Linda and I did our last interview. It was not her, it was a blank wall. So since that time, Danny painted this. She's a very beautiful and talented artist, and much energy from this is just beautiful. I can hold my hand about, I guess, about a foot from it, and can feel the energy emanating from it. It's actually very very cool. So I thank Danny so much in this video for supplying some of these things and a much stronger internet connection, which is I'm truly most grateful for, and also know that it's divinely sent to accommodate, the current situations. So it's greatly appreciated. Thank you, Danny. Love you, girl. You're awesome. You're a cool angel. Okay, I wanted to do this short, upcoming. It's very important. What I wish to address, what I've been putting out um, lately, again, are things leading up to something. And this is the way that I usually work. I will introduce some things to get the train of thought going in that direction, and to become more familiar or informed on certain topics before uh, I do something where they are connected to it. So, having said that, there is always a method, a divine method behind what I put out. Uh, what is upcoming? I just did a most important video with Todd Medina, and I'm sure many of you have seen it. There's also many clues in there what is happening at this time, and I'm uncertain. I didn't ask Todd if his platform translates into the many languages. I believe it does, and I hope it does, at least to some extent. Um, and Linda and I will be doing many interviews here in the near future. Next week looks like it'll be jam-packed. We have a new platform where we will be, uh, you'll be able to translate in as many as, I believe, 49 languages or what have you. And so I just rehashed that for any of you that if you're multilingual, that you can, pass it on to your other divine comrades that perhaps speak other languages, to do that, to share. And so upcoming, everything I put out does lead up to something, and something very significant. And oh, I got my dragon wings on here. Where is there? Dragon. We got a cool show coming up with some more information on the dragon in the very near future as well. And it is a part of this ascension, and it's and the reason why everything is mostly a part of the ascension is because everything is energy. All the beliefs are energies, and with this ascension, all energies are being affected. So, this is why it's just a wide array sometimes of many things I will uh, present aspects of, because they do pertain to something in the futures or even to that now. So I suggest for all of you, if it resonates, to look at that video with Todd. to look at. I put on some remote viewing short videos on real angels the other night to become a little bit more familiar and acquainted with what it actually is and how it works. I know many of you already know that, but it's always great to inform, to the fullest whatever we can, so that ones are at least familiar when I put out something that may be kind of far out there. So you need the background leading up to when I put this far out thing out there, so that it's not so far out anymore. You're already partially connected to it. So again, I just wished to say that what's upcoming is many good things. We don't stop at these levels. Many of you are ready to go forward. I've been preaching this for over a month. I know it's not here yet, but it's coming. I can assure you that. It's divine timing with it. An introduction, it will be for some of you to new gifts. Many of you already have gifts, and we're accessing those in the past in your divine work. However, the energetics are now right that even your powerful gifts you had in the past, you can build upon them and utilize them in stronger ways ever at creating our 5D timelines and also changing histories, so that we have a more positive foundation history for the 5D timelines we are creating. Part of that is wiping out the corruption globally here now. So everything that's going on, it is very important. It is a part of this ascension. Everything happening globally is good. It's very good to see this. It lets us know we are in the great time of the transitioning right now. So it's very good to see this occurring. And chaos will be limited. As I just put out a post a little bit ago about Trump for the U.S. With your payments to assure, you have things to eat, that will be put out for those workers and sorts. But also, we do, and we have for several years, remind you that it's good to have a little bit of cash stuck away, hid somewhere, in case the banking machines go down and all of these things in the internet. It's still possible that may occur as we transition into higher timelines, like where the quantum financial system lays, and the reset and reevaluation of currencies, and the beginning of the humanitarian project. So these begin on the 5D energetic level. So we are building it towards that. I can say that, I have said it before, that there are 5D timelines already in place where the QFS and reset of currencies already occurred. They are there, meaning that there could be a shift to jump you into one of those timelines. But more or less, I believe we're transitioning this one that we are on, what I'm told, into that 5D as well. So to let you know, there's been at least there's been two 5D timelines already secured that contains a QFS and the reset of currencies with all your Zim bombs, your dong, your dinar, all of these currencies are reset. So already there are two timelines in place. And what I'm given for us that are here, we are transitioning a third to that effect. That is what I'm given at this time. I will share with you that the other day in a discussion with at least two different ones that, or perhaps more. Yeah, I believe, no, it's been more now. That I was reminded by Father not to say we may be transitioning, but to say we will. So there was a definite in this, and I have to speak what I'm given. And Father said we will be transitioning into that, that it's not a figment of imagination, that it's not speculation, it is so, that we are transitioning into that. I'm not given any time on that, again, other than Father saying it is close. For my own personal feeling, just separated from divinity and just looking at my own empathic abilities, I do feel it can come before the end of March. And that's what I'm feeling, but I'm not readily receiving any concrete divine evidence of that other than I'm feeling it. So I wish to make that clear. But we do see concrete evidence of that out there, that it is transitioning. We are in these times. So it's always good for you to have a little bit of cash, stucked away if there's something you need. Most in the past, they said for perhaps a couple weeks might be a good idea. I was kind of given that 5 days is what kind of divinely given, that it would be 5 days for a financial shutdown reset, that it may only be 5 days, but many in the past, and I also, to be sure, I'd suggest to have enough put aside for a couple weeks anyway, or have enough food in your place, in your house, or wherever you live for a couple weeks anyway. So it's no mad dash or any, run and stock up for apocalypse or any of that. That's not going to occur. It's just being prepared for, a little period if this occurs for the transition. So again, so we got that stuff happening on the 4D, transitioning into the 5D, but we also have most of you on these 5D levels that are ready to take your prowess and your gifts further to create the other new taglines. So for those that are ready in the very near future, we'll be putting out how to do it and what to do with it, and just to let you know how you can more efficiently work from your sub-creator levels. You're a sub-creator to the head honcho, mom and dad, if you will. That is the creator, and we are sub-creators from that aspect. So, and we are allowed to create. We are the angels too. So we will be delivering more knowledge, more how to do it, and sharing more widespread, more of the gifts. Some of you might have a few gifts that are you've been utilizing in the past to do your divine work, but now you may have access to more. So just something like a video game or your phone, getting more apps to make you more proficient and efficient at what you do. So these gifts are somewhat like that. Now, just reading what Shirley says. Yeah, someone in Vancouver. Yeah, we always link up. Thank you, Shirley. Anyone I divinely need to, it's always arranged and assured that I do meet with them at the right times. So it's great. So, good. Gotta stop this rambling here. So, I love you all. Thank you so much, and stay tuned next week. beginning actually, hopefully on Monday night. We're beginning having many interviews, Linda and I. It's tentatively set up for, let's say, I believe at least 5 different shows. We will have a question and answer show perhaps in between some of these, because as we do that interview, many questions may arise, and we wish to get as much of the information out there as we can to make it more easily for you to step into your divine gifts and to be, very quickly accessing and utilizing them. So, again, Linda and I will be having those interviews onto that and sharing them with you to come, and you can translate them into many messages. So, all right, peace, love, all kinds of winks, and thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I love you all. And hey, we're doing it. Just look outside and you can see it's really happening. So we're getting close. So hang in there, and we'll catch you later. Have a great evening.